In this video, we will explore secure file transfer methods, focusing on SCP, Secure Copy Protocol, and rsync remote sync. These tools enable you to transfer files securely between computers, whether on the same network or across the Internet. Let's begin with SCP Secure Copy Protocol. It is a command line utility that allows you to securely transfer files between a local and a remote system. It is based on the Secure Shell or SSH protocol, ensuring that all data is encrypted during transit. This makes it safe to use over insecure networks. SCP boasts a simple syntax, making it easy to use for basic file transfers, and is built into most Linux and Unix systems. Let's look at some practical examples of how to use the SCP command. To copy a single file to a remote server, you would use the command scpreport.pdf, followed by user@server.com/home/user/docs. To copy a file from a remote server to your local machine, use the command scpuser@server.com/var/log/data.txt, followed by ./. This copies the file to your current directory. To copy entire directories, include the R option for recursive copying. For example, SCP R project / followed by user@server.com/backup/ copies the entire project directory to the remote server. Similarly, SCP R user@server.com/var/www/ followed by ./backup copies the remote directory to a local directory named backup. Let's explore some advanced SCP commands. To use a non-standard SSH port, use the P option followed by the port number. For example, scp2222 file.txt user@server.com/path. This command specifies port 2222 for the SSH connection. To preserve file attributes such as modification times, use the P option. For example, scpp file.txt user@server.com/path maintains the original file attributes. To limit bandwidth, use the L option followed by the desired bandwidth in kilobytes per second. For example, scpl1000 file.txt user@server.com/path limits the transfer rate to 1000 kilobytes per second. To enable compression, which can be useful for large files, use the Z option. For example, scpc large file.zip user@server.com/path. It is important to note that while SCP uses SSH for security, the SCP protocol itself has known vulnerabilities. For more secure transfers, consider using SFTP, Secure File Transfer Protocol, or rsync over SSH. Let's now introduce rsync. rsync is a fast file transfer utility for Unix-like systems. It excels at synchronizing files and directories between different locations. A key feature of rsync is its delta transfer algorithm, which means it only transfers the changed parts of files. It can also operate over SSH to ensure secure transfers and preserves file permissions, timestamps, and other attributes. rsync is bandwidth efficient compared to SCP. rsync is particularly useful for backups and mirroring because it only transfers the differences between source and destination files. Here are some common rsync options that enhance its functionality. The A option, known as archive mode, is used to recursively copy directories while preserving symbolic links, permissions, user and group ownerships, and timestamps. The V option provides verbose output, showing you the files being transferred. The Z option compresses data during the transfer, which is useful for reducing bandwidth usage. The P option shows the progress of the transfer and keeps partially transferred files in case the transfer is interrupted. The Delete option removes extraneous files from the destination directory, ensuring it exactly mirrors the source. The In option performs a dry run, simulating the transfer without making any changes. The option allows you to specify a remote shell, such as SSH, to use for the transfer. The Exclude option allows you to exclude files or directories that match a specified pattern. For example, rsync source/destination/ synchronizes the source directory with the destination, compressing the data and showing progress. To synchronize over SSH with a custom port, you can use rsync SSH2222 source/user@server:/path. Let's explore some practical examples of how to use rsync. To back up your home directory to an external drive, you can use the command rsync delete:/documents/ followed by /media/backup/docs/. This command creates a backup of your documents folder. To mirror website files to a server, you can use the command rsync delete website/user@server:/var/www/. This keeps the website files on the server synchronized with your local copy. You can exclude certain files or directories from the synchronization using the Exclude option. For example, rsync exclude ***tmp exclude *temp/source/destination/. Finally, to test a synchronization without making any changes, use the N option for a dry run, rsync avs source/destination/. Let's compare SCP and rsync and discuss some best practices. SCP provides secure transfer but lacks delta transfer capabilities, meaning it transfers entire files even if only parts have changed. It cannot resume transfers if they are interrupted. It offers limited preservation of attributes but is simple to use. rsync, on the other hand, offers secure transfer over SSH and includes delta transfer, which is more efficient for large files. It can resume interrupted transfers and preserves file attributes. Both SCP and rsync allow for bandwidth control. For best practices, use SSH keys instead of passwords for authentication to enhance security. Use rsync for large files or frequent backups to take advantage of its delta transfer capabilities. Use SCP for simple, one-time transfers where efficiency is not critical. Always test with a dry run before performing large transfers to avoid unintended changes. Be mindful of bandwidth limitations, especially in production environments, and use compression for slow connections. In summary, choose SCP for quick, simple transfers with minimal setup, and rsync for backups, mirroring, and large or frequent transfers where efficiency and data integrity are paramount. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.